Us, no faltan 5 que ya estén rogando. Y uno no por feo. Y otro, ay, no, qué asco.
Pero a lo mejor estaba un paisita ahí, chaparrito, morenito.
Con chaparros no vamos a bailar las mujeres. I'm so sorry.
You're looking for the man that everybody wants. And it's just like...
A different definition to men and women. What is considered cheating?
Then technically you are kind of cheating because you're hiding this person.
¿Sí la video de TikTok?
Which one?
La de que le dice el vato.
Todo el día, güey.
Que estoy buscando, I forgot the lady's name. Dice, ¿para qué la busca? Dice, yo soy el que la hice mujer. And he's all like, a mí no me importa quién la hizo mujer. Yo ya lo superé. Yo soy su macho ahorita. No, es que usted no me está entendiendo. Soy el cirujano que la hizo mujer. Y se queda así el güey como, a la verga.
Imagínate que vayas a una barra y porque pues obviamente las cirugías como están ahorita ya you can't tell.
You really can't.
You can't tell. No, especialmente because with all the like, ¿cómo se dice? Las hormonas que se pueden inyectar, so kind of like para que como que se te haga más la voz, you know, like feminine voice, and then hormones, and you know, and then if you want to become a guy, like you can inject testosterone, and then you can like you could do a bunch of things to like make you boys deeper and stuff. Imagine if you go to a club and then you just end up dancing with like, you know, like a, I don't know. That,
Funny story, bro. Tengo un amigo que le pasó eso, güey. Honestly.
De Mario no van a andar hablando.
No. Bueno, otro amigo. No, pero estaba en el Palmas él. And like he kept looking at the girl. And then he's like, fuck, pero sus compas sí sabían que era vato, güey, y no le dijeron, güey. Y todos lo motivaban. Hey, ve, sácala a bailar. Y este güey, Simón, pum, va y la saca, whatever. They're dancing. Y este güey, pues, acá tratando de sacarle el rollo. He's all like, ¿cómo te llamas?
Me llamo Raquel.
Y le hacía, ¿cuántos años tienes? Whatever. Y nomás, Dice, ¿eres muda o qué? Y ya después, ya que se regresa, güey, y le dicen, güey, ¿si sabes que estás bailando con un vato? No seas mamón, neta. Dice, güey, dice que sintió una vergüenza, güey, que como así como cuando sientes que se te baja la sangre, güey, que like, I just want to get the fuck out of here. I was like, dude, that's fucked up.
Pero, ¿por qué sus compas? O sea, ¿por sus compas no le dijeron por hacerle la maldad o qué?
Nomás para cotorrearlo, güey, cotorreo. Pero se estaban riendo y ya cuando regresó, que estaba, dice, pensábamos que tú sabías, güey, que te ibas a dar cuenta. Dice, no. Dice, con razón, la pinche vieja no me hablaba ni nada.
Because imagine like she would talk to you and she would put like that deep ass voice and be like, oh,
hola, me llamo Raquel.
¿Te llamas Carlos?
Hola, me llamo Armando. Okay, imagínate que estés bailando con ella pegadito o algo y luego que empiezas a sentir así como que hey, te traes el pinche 14 Pro Max o
sword fighting, bro.
I can't. That would be.
No,
I think it'll.
Que le metas la pierna así bailando unas norteñas y que le lastime.
Right. But,
perro, te lo cambio.
Yeah. Yo pienso que también tiene que ver mucho de la manera que te lo tomes, right? Like if you want to see it like as a.
Yo de ninguna manera me lo voy a tomar.
No, but like you could say like you could take it more like as a jokingly way, or like you'd be like, well, fuck it, pues like yeah, ni pedo, like it already happened. What the fuck are you gonna do, you know? Pero ya ahora ya también corres la posibilidad de que también te diga que a ti también te gusta el arroz con popote.
Ya con el alcohol It's a 50-50.
No, ni más.
You come to a zero.
No.
Either les gusta y quieren y lo calan, or how does that work for guys?
I don't know. I've never tried it.
Yeah, me neither do I. I don't know. A mí, gracias a Dios, fíjate que yo nunca he tenido la maña de sacar a nadie a bailar. I've never really liked it. I never really nothing unless I know the person or I kind of like, I'm familiar with the
seen them before, like
yeah.
Or like you met them through mutual friends or something like that.
Yeah, of course. Como por ejemplo si es alguien que como que está en el grupo de donde estoy yo, and then I got introduced to, like, yo me siento más comfortable that way to take him out to dance, because I feel like it's going to be more of a yes than a no, I think I genuinely have a problem with, like, rejection, but not in a fucked up way, not in a, like, being rejected all the time. It's just like, imagínate como por ejemplo, let's just say, like, you go to a nightclub, right? Mm-hmm. Y a ti te gusta mucho bailar norteño. And then you're like, fuck, empiezan a tocar norteño, and then you're just looking for somebody to dance, and then everybody's telling you no, and then you're like, no, I'm tired, not right now, and then you're gonna miss the whole, the kind of music that you like to listen to, because you're looking for somebody to dance instead of, like, actually enjoying the music and the moment and stuff like that. That's kind of how I see it. That's why I don't really like to take girls out to dance. I'd rather just enjoy the moment. And if I see somebody that I'm familiar with, or like I've seen you around, or like we danced before, then yeah, ¿por qué? Porque es más fácil que te diga, okay, pues sí. And then you enjoy it more. Porque si no, imagínate, you're going to be more disappointed looking for somebody to dance y que te digan que no, o 2-3 veces, y ya te perdiste la canción que te gustaba or whatever, and then ya se te pasó la música que te gusta, and then you didn't even dance with nobody. Mm-hmm. Y ya te regresas como güey a tu mesa, like, pues nadie me dijo que no. So
That's crazy. That's crazy how you have to go through the dynamics so differently, men to women. Because us, no faltan 5 que ya estén rogando. Y uno no por feo. Y otro, ay, no, qué asco. And then when you finally do it and you say yes, you get to the dance floor y no saben bailar. Ay, no.
But,
so to me, it's like, I don't dance with strangers. I don't care how fine they are. I don't care who they know. If it's not a conocido que yo sé que sabe bailar, yo no bailo. Prefiero no bailar a andar haciendo el ridículo ahí.
But most females, I'm just saying in general, most females go towards que lo quiero alto, güero, guapo, barbón,
pues
que
sí,
esto, que la verga. Like,
no, ay, sí.
Llega, ok, que te saques a bailar y luego...
Que no sepa.
No sepa.
Ay, no.
Pum, te chingaste.
Asco.
Pero a lo mejor estaba un paisita ahí, chaparrito, morenito.
Con chaparros no vamos a bailar las mujeres. I'm so sorry.
Pero luego lo miras bailar a él con otra mujer porque tú le dijiste que no, y este güey sí sepa bailar, y like, you
si
just missed out on a good ass dance. Like.
Pero volvemos a lo mismo. Yo pienso que eso es una caracterización que las mujeres hoy en día tienen mucho, ¿no? Porque es like, realistically speaking, sí te puedes encontrar a la persona que tú quieres, alto, barbón, whatever, good looking or whatever. Sí te lo puedes encontrar, pero también, like, you have to understand que ese barbón que tú quieres, también otra lo quiere. También ese altote que tú lo estás buscando, también otra lo está buscando.
Si no es cotizado, no lo quiero.
But here's the thing, though, and then that's a really great point. That's a really great point that you're touching, because you're looking for the man that everybody wants, and it's just like, ¿para qué quieres a un hombre que todo el mundo lo quiere? Y like, what kind of feeling are you gonna get once you get that with that man? It's like you're gonna be more like, pues yo fui el que lo agarré. Like, it's just more like looking for a trophy, or for like looking for somebody like genuinely that you're gonna spend some good time with. Porque imagínate all these big demands that girls want, and then que quieren que haga más feria que ellas, que tenga ya su propio lugar, su propio apartamento, todo esto y que lo otro. But like at the same time, I feel like that comes with the price, right? Mm-hmm. Either you're going to see that man a lot, or you're not. Why? Because somebody that has their shit together, or somebody that's working to having their shit together, either they're going to have to sacrifice weekends, they're going to have to sacrifice weekend, they're going to have to sacrifice friends, they're going to have to sacrifice people that they just want to pull them to the fucking bullshit. They're going to have to, sometimes they even have to sacrifice family in order
for my bullshit.
Yeah, no.
Yeah.
And then that's the thing, though. That's the thing that I feel like a lot of women nowadays, they don't understand. Ellas nomás quieren a un vato que tenga todas esas cualidades, pero que también les dé todo el tiempo del mundo.
Oh yeah, I have friends that literally they cut guys off because they didn't get a text back or they don't get enough attention. And it's like, if you do want that man, you have to realize that not only is he gonna be busy, but you also have to bring your self-worth and you got to be busy on your own stuff too.
Right.
Porque si no, un hombre de ese calibre no te va a ver nada más que, I'm sorry, pero la belleza, el cuerpo, esto y lo otro, hay 30 más que lo tienen. It's easy to get a man. Retention is what is a challenge for a woman. You
Absolutely,
know what I mean?
Yeah. Absolutely. And the thing here with what you're saying is that you wish that all girls would have your mentality, right? Because if like, man, if all people think like that, then the world would be like a fucking better place. Or like, como si dijeran, hay un término muy bueno que me gusta que, like, no, la gente no se anduviera chapulineando a las personas, you know? Because here's the thing, though. Once you find somebody that, for example, once you find somebody that is like out of your league, if we could put it like that, right? When you find somebody that you're able to match and then that you're able to be like, fuck, how the fuck did I pull this off, right? Pero we talk about like maybe that girl has the understanding that just because you don't look a certain way doesn't mean that you can be the love of her life, right?
Yeah.
¿Por qué? Porque hay, como vamos a tocar el tema ahorita, muchas mujeres de hoy en día prefieren esas expectativas, unrealistic expectations, you know? It's like there are men out there that they have everything that you're looking for, right? But what you said, you know, it's like, what qualities do you have that are gonna attract that kind of man to your life? You just want and want and want, but then you over here, but you over here every weekend with the same fucking people doing the same fucking things, you know, expecting that you're gonna meet that kind of person to the places that you go to. And if you don't change your environment, if you don't change the people that you hang out with, if you don't change your mindset, your mentality, it's like, how the fuck are you gonna attract? And then they're over here posting, you know, celebrities and crushes and unrealistic people on their story. Yeah. And then they end up with the fucking 5'4" Mexican short fat fucking, you know, fucking guy. And I'm not saying that that's bad. I'm not saying that that's bad at all. But it's just like todo lo que tú pides y todo lo que tú quieres, and look who you end up with. Y luego te quejas de que, ay, es que me trata mal y ay, es que no me lleva. Well, no shit. Yeah. Like, look at the places that you fucking go and look for people. Like, you're never going to find those kind of people there.
El güero alto, barbón, de ojos de color y todo eso se transformó en chaparrito, gordo, moreno y pinches ojos de...
Pinche prieto. Que me dice, cállate tú, pinche vato oscuro.
Quiet, midnight.
but you know, it's like that's some real shit. That's some real shit that a lot of girls don't understand because they're looking for all the unrealistic. Because I understand they see all this bullshit on social media, right? So it's hard to not compare yourself with the people that you see on social media. Like, it's hard to not want their lifestyle. It's hard not to like, damn, I want that. Man, I wish I could. Man, I wish I does that. You know, it's like, and I don't have to. I have fucking 4 kids, but they still want a guy que las mantenga, que las saque, que esto, que lo, with 4 kids. That's like.
How do you feel about women, like, in your single eras of life? How do you feel about single women with multiple kids?
Not no more.
Oh, man.
Honestly,
that's yeah.
Deep down inside, not no more.
Yeah.
You never do it again?
Yeah. No.
Not no more.
No.
Final answer.
No. And that's true because here's the thing. In my point of view, because I'm single and I don't have any kids, right? I was married to somebody that had kids. And I did the whole thing with the kid. I raised the kid, and I did the whole stepdad thing, right? Mm-hmm. And when me and this person, you know, ended up a relationship, I think it hurt me more to get detached from the kid, from the child, than from the person that I was with, because It's just more like you build that little relation. It's just like the kid doesn't have nothing to do with our problems, you know? The kid doesn't have nothing to do. But I don't have any parental rights towards the kid. So what the fuck am I going to say? I can love the kid. I can raise the kid. But at the end of the day, I'm just stepdad that really doesn't have nothing to do if we break up, right? I can't demand to see the kid or anything because it doesn't have nothing to do with me. So I think that for me, I think it's more like I would not do it again. I would not do it again, especially with multiple kids, because if I'm trying to have family of my own and then you already have multiple kids, you already experienced what it's like to start from the beginning, raise them, pampers, no sleep nights, nothing like that. And if you have 3, 4, 5 kids or 2 kids or whatever, and you're like, oh my God, I'm done. I don't want any kids. I'm done. It's like, okay, but what about me? Yeah. Like, what about me? I still want to have my kids. Like, I want to have my kids. I understand that you have yours, but if you really want to be together, that's something that I demand. That's something that I want. Like, I understand that you already, but that doesn't have nothing to do with me. But if we really want to do a family, like, I want my kids. Mm-hmm. Just because you want to put yourself first and being selfish, that just because you already start. It's nobody told you to go and get together with fucking 2 baby daddies and have 2 different kids from 2 different people. Like, nobody told you that. But yet, I'm still picking you. I'm still choosing you to form a family with. Because a lot of things that women have mixed up is like you guys, like you ladies get to dictate who you guys want to pick and choose and go out and stuff like that. But us men, we choose who we want to marry. Like, you know, when have you seen, it happens, I'm not saying that you don't, but when have you seen, realistically speaking, que una mujer se le hinque al hombre para pedirle matrimonio?
A woman shouldn't.
Exactly.
That's not her place.
Right.
That's not her place.
But we go back to
Why not?
Because that's not her place.
But why not though?
I've seen girls do it, but it's like.
But if it's a 50-50 relationship, why shouldn't a woman be able to ask for a man for marriage too?
Relationships should not be 50-50 in my perception.
So
it should be 110-110.
No,
if you're only going in 50, then
no. But that's something that we talking about again. Yeah. That's unrealistic perspective.
Yeah,
you can't say 110, 100. Yeah. That's unrealistic.
On a percentage wise, we only go up to 100%, right? Mm-hmm. When you're charging your phone, when it's full battery,
it's only 100%. But really, like it's like if you go to the gym, it's after that 100 that you gave, it's that extra that counts.
Yes, okay.
I got you.
Pero you can't put that on a number because realistically speaking, everything ends up.
Take the numbers out of it. Take the numbers out of it. What I'm trying to get at is that you should be all in. If you're in it, be all in. Or get out.
Yeah, but what I mean is,
if both parties aren't all in, it's never going to work.
I'm not saying you're not all in. I'm saying in a realistic way of 50-50. I mean, basically, like it's once you make a decision, like you're not making a decision for both of us. We got to talk it over. It's a 50-50 thing. Mm-hmm. Not just one person has all the control.
Absolutely,
that's what I meant.
Oh yeah.
I'm not saying you're 50% in the relationship. No, you're going to be 100% if you love that person. What I'm saying is on decisions wise or whatever situation it is, it should be a 50-50, not just one person taking all the control.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Yep. Yeah. Absolutely.
I believe that if you want to make a relationship succeed or at least have some type of success in that relationship, you have to be able to. Well, first of all, of course, the big and most normal that people understand is communication, right?
Yeah.
Doesn't matter if you don't know how to communicate. Just kind of like what Tony was saying, you know. Just if you put it on the table, we'll try to find a way to kind of like talk about what's the problem, right? But the mistake that a lot of people make is the fact that they just kind of want their way or no way. It's just more like, no, it's just because I was mad. And I was like, okay, but what are you mad about? No, it's just I'm mad. You don't understand. Well, yeah, if you don't talk to me, how am I going to be able to understand? Because you're just...
There has to be communication and comprehension. If there's no comprehension, there's no communication.
Yeah. But here's the thing, though. We talk about modern day relationships. Modern day relationships, I feel like, in my own personal opinion, yo pienso que fallan mucho o las relaciones no son muy estables porque everything is so quick nowadays. Everything is so quick to the point that it's like, and I've heard a couple girls, you know, say this more like, Well, this guy could be dinner. This guy could be lunch. This guy could be, things
Everybody
like that.
got options.
But that's the thing though.
But then-
that you're making people options.
I'm not saying, but
I'm not
that's what
saying
it
you.
is.
I'm not
No,
saying
no, no,
you.
no.
I'm not saying you. But that's what's wrong with this dating
Absolutely.
or generation, if we could put it like that. That's what's wrong with. That's why a lot of relationships don't last, because they're always looking for that option, because it's like, well, red flag. Instead of saying like, why is causing you to do this? They're like, I just don't like it. I'm just gonna bounce, right?
Yeah.
They don't have the courage to stay and fucking tell you, hey, I don't like this about you. What the fuck is wrong with you? Let's talk about it. They're just more like, I just don't want to deal with his bullshit. I'm just gonna bounce.
Yeah.
I'm just gonna go. Why? Because they already have another
But that
option.
only happens when it's someone that you're
It
not
happens.
as interested in.
Yeah, but the thing I see wrong about that is most females generalize a man and be like, you know what? If he's doing it, all men are cheaters. All men are cheaters.
Everybody.
But
Yep.
if a female does it, it's okay, because no, I have options. I could pick which one I want.
Yep.
So we can't do it. Because if we do it, then we cheaters.
Yeah. No, and that's true. And it's just like, to kind of piggyback from what he's saying, it's like muchas de las mujeres catalogan a los hombres de una manera, ¿verdad? ¿Por qué? Porque tú dices, it's because if a girl goes out there and does some shit, right? Most of the time, or a good 70 to 80% of the girls, they're gonna say that the man did some shit that she didn't like, and that's why she did what she did, right?
Mm-hmm.
I can guarantee that 90% of women, when they do some shady shit,
It's because of the man.
están ardidas, something that somebody just did to them. If you piss your girl off and she goes out right away, that's not your girl.
Right.
There you go. And that's where I go
I'm
back.
not saying
Hold
that
on.
it's okay.
No.
I don't justify it. I don't think it's okay.
But see, look.
However, I've seen it go down over and over and over.
Yeah.
And he's like, damn, you did all that just because he just didn't answer you, girl. Like, it
And
could
that's what I
find
mean.
out what happened. Like,
And that's what
don't
I
jump
mean,
into
a
yourself
50-50.
because like as women, uno se quema, like later on it's gonna mess up that girl morally even more. The actions that she did, the regret that she's gonna have. And it's sad.
From what you just said right now, a girl goes out and does all that just because he didn't answer right.
Yep.
So if the man would have gone to do that, you guys would base it up. And the next day, she finds out he went out. Oh, so you really didn't love me. Why would you go do that?
Yeah.
So then if a female does it. Did she not really love him?
I'm going to hit you guys with a good one. I'm going to hit you guys with a really good one. I think that there's a different definition to men and women. What is considered cheating?
No.
Oh, yes.
All right. What was cheating for a female then?
No. I want to hear from you guys first.
For me, cheating is physical contact.
Okay.
And for me, basically, it's physical contact and some, like, basically, como te digo? It's like physical, like, for me, honestly, there's no cheating, because if you're sleeping with another man or doing some other shit, then why not fucking tell me when we break up? Easy as that.
Okay. So it has to get to intimacy for it to be cheating in your perspective.
Yeah.
Everything in between is not cheating.
Well, yeah, giving attention to another person, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, and I know, but it don't matter.
What is your definition of cheating?
My definition of cheating could be more like if you're paying attention more than what you should, or if you're entertaining some kind of conversations that you know you shouldn't. And even if you have like friends that they're just friends, like I understand, but if you're entertaining those conversations a little too much, that could be cheating, right? And I'm not saying, but they're just my friends. I understand that, but at the same time, you're open up a possibility, and you open up a window where this person could be a little bit more expressive, or you could be a little bit more like out there, you know, because you're giving that person a little too much attention. And then let's just say that you get caught and you'd be like, hey, why are you talking to this person a little too much? Oh, he's just my friend. You don't have to worry about nothing. Like we've been knowing from back in the day. I was like, yeah, I understand that, but I'm also, also,
I've been that friend. Like that doesn't matter.
No, it does matter.
That time of knowing somebody has nothing to do with intention.
Yes, it does matter. Let me tell you. Let me tell you why. Because I'm a man.
Okay.
Because I'm a man, and I know what men want. You think that if you have a friend that you haven't seen in 5 years, and then all of a sudden you guys reconnected, and there's this and that, and we put it to the test the other day. You put it to the test unconsciously. You put it to the test. You wanted to invite.
I did.
You put it to the test the other way. You wanted to invite somebody in the podcast that you said that this is your friend, right? What did that person wanted to do before even doing a podcast? He wanted to take you out. He wanted to take you out.
Yeah.
He wanted to take you out. He wanted to hang out, and then we'll do the podcast. So but
I've never hung out with him before. It was just an invite.
But that's the same thing.
That's an acquaintance. That's not a friend.
But that's the same thing.
And if I hit this person up for the podcast,
no. But that's the thing.
And he took the intention differently.
That's the thing. You are opening up that possibility because you are being. I'm not saying that you're being flirtatious, pero le estás dando esa oportunidad de tú le hablaste a él para invitarlo a hacer algo. Entonces el
okay, so if I was in a relationship, would that be considered cheating?
It would not be considered cheating.
That's the topic here.
But if you would have gone to eat with him, it could be considered as a date because he's trying to take you on another way. But
if I'm single, that's okay. But if I'm in a relationship going out with someone just to a dinner, not flirting, not nothing, no physical contact, that's okay because it's for the podcast. That would be okay.
You're not doing it, but his intentions are different.
Yes, but
Okay.
but here's the thing, though. Here's the thing. If this person tells you like, hey, I understand, hey, I want you to do the podcast, blah blah blah, this and that. Oh yeah, I'll do it. But you know what? How you been? This and that. Hey, let's go out sometime to have some drinks or some dinner. I'll take you out. Your responsibility should be like, I appreciate that, but I'm in a relationship and I don't want this to be twisted.
If I'm in a relationship, absolutely.
But if you don't,
But if I'm not, then I don't need to.
right?
Then it's my choice if I want to go to dinner or not.
But we're talking about cheating, right?
Right.
So of course you have to be in a relationship for it to be considered cheating.
Right.
If you don't tell this person that you're in a relationship, then technically you are kind of cheating because you're hiding this person from telling the truth for this person to just shut it down right there and then, right? If we're talking about you being in a relationship, right? If you're not, then you can do whatever the fuck you want to do.
No.
But if and we put it the other way around, like if your man was doing the same thing,
Right.
you would be like, what the fuck are you doing? ¿Por qué no le dices que, let's us go too. Let's both go. Mm-hmm. You want to take me out? Okay, I'll take my man. You know what I mean?
Can I go too? I like to eat.
Right,
We all like to eat.
No, because it's a business, right? So everybody, let's go. Let's go. You're trying to. It's a fucking business.
You guys better pop a carne asada and that's so.
It's a business. It's a business. So
Like Grizzly.
yeah, yo voy a cenar. I'll go. You know? Pero es que también nos tenemos que poner a pensar que hay muchas cosas diferentes que a lo mejor tú no puedes considerar que estás engañando a la persona, pero la otra persona.
En mi mundo, como me trato. You know what I mean? Like, in general. Like, you claim me, I claim you. If somebody doesn't claim me, then I'm not going to claim them. Like, it's that simple.
Right. But at the same time, what are the, we talked about this unrealistic expectations that a lot of women have nowadays, Pero también, como por ejemplo, we talk about options and we talk about like a lot of people nowadays, they fell into the relationships because they have a lot of options, right? Pero muchas de las veces caemos en el error de que porque tenemos esas opciones, we can do whatever the fuck we want to do, right? And it's just like, si a ti no te gusta cómo te trata fulano de tal, you're just quick to be like, I don't want to deal with that bullshit, and then you bounce, right?
Because I ain't back on that bullshit.
Right. Pero realísticamente hablando, ¿qué es lo que pasa de un hombre a una mujer? Que la mujer va deteriorando su valor. Entre más tú vas explorando tus opciones, entre más tú vas saliendo con más gente, entre más la gente te va mirando que tú estás saliendo aquí, que tú estás saliendo allá, que andas aquí, que allá, realísticamente hablando, deteriora tu valor como mujer.
Depending on how a woman carries themselves and dresses.
No.
Yes.
No, because you're talking about appearance. Yo me puedo vestir con pinche traje, un pinche tacuache, pinche lentecito mamalón y todo eso. Y eso no me califica a la persona que yo soy, porque eso es nomás una apariencia. Pero yo puedo ser una mierda. Yo puedo ser bien culero. Pero porque me he visto así de esa manera no significa que, este güey es a toda madre. O este güey ha de tener feria porque me miran con traje y nomás tengo 20 bolas. Y nomás tengo 20 bolas en mi cuenta, you know? Like, pero yo estoy hablando como, por ejemplo, like, realísticamente hablando, and this will be a question more for Tony, like, realísticamente hablando, Tony, like, for example, like, if you see a girl that it's like, como por ejemplo, like, let's just put it, like, you go to Remedios, which is a bar here from Vegas that is kind of famous.
She ain't never been there.
¿Qué es eso?
It's like if you choose, you know, like if you happen to be single and then you go there, for example, and then you see the same girl every other day there, like, you know, with different kind of men or like with different kind of friends or like with like realistically speaking, what will you think about this lady? You're gonna think that no te la puedes tomar en serio.
¿Qué chingados no tienes caso? ¿Qué chingados?
Right. How can you take somebody serious like that when you just see him doing the same thing and then with different people? That's the most important thing. When you see that,
okay.
Because that tells you that this person cannot really be loyal to their own friends because she's just bouncing around from different people to different people to different people. So if she's not loyal to her own friends, and then how do you expect her to be loyal to you when she's
That's a whole other subject.
It's the same thing. It's the same thing. Si yo veo a una mujer que a mí de verdad me gusta, pero se la pasa aquí, se la pasa allá, se la pasa aquí, se la pasa allá, realísticamente hablando yo voy a decir, pues esta muchacha está muy bonita, está muy buena, está todo lo que tú quieras, pero no sale de la misma chingadera.
Y así van y hablan con ella de todos modos. ¿Para qué se hacen?
¿Por qué? Porque es el instinto del hombre. Porque es el instinto del hombre. Es el instinto del hombre el querer ir a ver qué chingado. Y la neta.
But you're saying the opposite. You're just contradicting yourself right now.
No. Porque no, yo te estoy diciendo, porque no te lo vas a tomar en serio. It's just a little bit of like, pues así como todo el mundo le está hablando, yo también le puedo ir a hablar, pero es nomás por un ratito. Pero no me la voy a tomar en serio. ¿Por qué? Porque quién sabe qué chingados.
Pero hay una diferencia entre la mujer que está ahí en la barra, en el antro, donde tú quieras, que le contesta y le habla a cualquiera, que se junta con cualquiera, nada más to sit there and, you know, try to gold digger, bottle popper, whatever off of somebody else's leeching, as men do too, sadly, sometimes. And the woman that goes, that has her own money, that doesn't ask anybody for drinks, that's there to have a good time with her friends, that you don't know what her day was like. You don't know what she's struggling internally. You don't know if she just lost somebody that just died in their family. You don't know if they just got out of an abusive relationship of years. And she finally gets to step outside. You guys don't perceive any of that. All you're looking at is ass and face and what you can try to smash that night. That's all you guys look at. Oh,
you miss titties.
I could never miss that.
No.
I could never miss that.
But here's the thing, though. Like
But listen,
you're going to a different subject.
No. But
you're going
most
to a different
girls
subject.
out here, a lot of girls out here are going. That's like their escape.
But you're going
every day.
But exactly. That's
every day.
You're missing that. You're missing that point.
We're not the same people. We're different people.
You're missing the point. I'm telling you, like girls that are with different people, with different kind of people, like all the time. That you see them in the same place.
If you guys are there enough to realize who these women, to realize that they're with different groups and recognize that, then you guys are there too much too. And where's your guys' worth?
But we're not there with different people.
Exactly.
It doesn't matter. But you're there enough. You're there enough to realize that.
No.
You're there too much as well.
Hear me out.
We're there investigating subjects for the podcast. Okay.
No. Hear me out.
It's all for the business.
Hear me out, though. Hear me out. Realistically speaking, if we really talk about men and women, for the standard of a man is way different than the standard of a woman, right? Us as men, for us, if we are able to pull a bunch of women, it's like we're seen as like, oh, he's a shit, right? As the standard of the men. But if a woman sleeps with a bunch of guys,
that's a different.
That's the standard.
That I see a woman losing her worth.
As that.
Hear
me out. As the standard of a woman, you lose a lot of value, right? Mm-hmm.
But what if you're not? If
no,
you're not
I'm not
sleeping
saying,
around.
But here's the
and
thing.
You're just going out to have a good time.
No. But here's the thing, though. You go out there and have a good time. I understand that. But you have a good time on Thursday. You have a good time on Friday. You have a good time on Saturday. You have a good time on Sunday.
So
right?
a woman's not allowed to have
It's not
a good
about
time.
allowing. It's not about allowing. It's about like if you really want to find, if it's like if you're really gonna find that 6 foot whatever beard millionaire fucking guy,
Va a ser en la grocery store.
you're not gonna. It's not about that. It's like you're not gonna find it doing those kind of things.
Yeah.
And the man.
Who says we're out there looking?
It's-
We're not out there looking.
But we're just generally
It's
speaking.
exactly.
I understand.
But you're saying like but here's the thing though. Most of the people and most of your friends, they want that.
De mis amigas no van a andar.
And they
hablando,
want
¿ok?
that. They want that, and they're doing those kind of things. And they're never gonna find that kind of man if we doing those things. But here's the thing, though: the man that they actually want, and the man that's gonna treat them right, even though it's not a 6 foot tall fucking person, even though if he doesn't have a fucking big ass truck or whatever, but the person that's gonna treat them right. Those are the kind of people they reject.
Okay,
Why?
then how did I find the guy? The last guy that I fell in love with was not 6 foot, did not have a full freaking beard, and I met him at
What did I
freaking
just say?
Katrina.
What did I just say?
I met him at Katrina.
What
It
did I
was
just
at a
say?
bar. It
What
was
did
at
I
a bar.
just, Tony? What did I just say? What did I just say? It seems like I'm talking to the wall.
You're talking to the cameras.
I said that generally speaking, the girls that reject those kind of people, those are the people that are gonna treat you fucking right. You didn't, which is exactly what I'm
different.
telling
Yeah,
you.
I'm different.
But if you're taking everything as a joke,
It's not a joke.
generally speaking.
Mm-hmm.
Because you take everything very personal, which
I
is
take-
a very
I take a lot of
you
things literal.
Yeah, and that's a very big issue. Because
To
how
some.
because how can you have a conversation when you take everything personal?
I don't fight with anybody else but a couple people.
But here's the thing though, and then we go back to the same thing, right? So most of the people when you find the right person y tienes a tus amigas, ¿qué es lo primero que te dicen a tus amigas? Ay, te hizo esto, déjalo, you don't deserve him, you're better than him, and then you're gonna
Fuck
find
that
somebody.
nigga. They
say he doesn't deserve you.
Right, you're gonna find somebody else and fuck this guy and fuck this person and this and that. And then who are you getting your advice from? From fucking friends that can keep the relationship stable.
Same goes for guys. The same guys that you guys go out there and freaking do your, casar mujeres, esto y lo otro.
No.
None of those guys got their shit
Mi
together.
compa J.O.P. from Fuerza Regia concert, he
Hay
said,
más culos
fuck
que
that
estrellas.
bitch.
Ey.
Fuck that bitch, yeah. Pero, o sea, la realidad de todo y la tristeza de la realidad es que así es. And unfortunately, like, you can't change it. The only thing that you can change is what you control, right? Pero desafortunadamente así es la cosa. Y volvemos a lo mismo. If you want that kind of man, you're going to have to accept that kind of man comes with a different lifestyle and that comes with different responsibilities and that comes with everything different, right? Pero imagínate si tú te conoces una persona así and then you just don't want to leave the club and you be like, ¿por qué no me sacas el remedios? ¿Por qué no me llevas aquí? ¿Por qué no me llevas allá? ¿Por qué no me llevas? ¿Por qué no me traes? It's just like now you want to drag him to your stuff, to your environment, instead of doing the other thing about like, okay, well, let me learn. Why do you have this career? Why do you have this thing? Why are you able to afford this? But no, they're like, just because you have this, you should be able to take me out. Why don't you take me out? And it's just like, ¿quién las entiende entonces?
Nadie nos entiende. I've done that. I left a relationship in the past and I found someone that I thought was perfectly my type, and he was amazing, had the money, had the companies, had the house, the trucks, everything. Treated me fantastic, cooked for me, delivered home cooked meals to my job. Like, everything was great. But we couldn't go anywhere because the guy was just like, oh, this place is not nice enough for us. Let's get out of here. This little thing. Cada detallito, it was just like everything had to be spotless. And it just gave me anxiety. Like, okay, it's too perfect. Like, I want to be able to be myself. I want to be able to go anywhere. I want to be able to have a diversity of things and, activities and be able to bring you around anybody without you being like judgmental. You can't sit here and try to make everything like so perfect. Like, and I left it. I mean, I'm talking about like Christmas came around and I got Versace this, Gucci that, gold jewelry, all así, a montones, $300 dinners. But I realized it's not about that. I want to be able to freaking, the next day, my ex came back around and he had a brand new car too. and wasn't tripping on me wearing high heels and maybe damaging the freaking tapete, you know what I mean? And me trajo tamales de su mamá, and I was like, okay, you know, he brought them to my office too, and I was the moment that I literally like me sentí como traumada, like fuck this tamal, I'm gonna dirty your new car. He was like, it's okay, who cares? Like se limpia, and right there, boom, he had me back like that because I was like, oh shit, I can eat a fucking tamal in the brand new car and like just be myself, and that I was like, okay, this is de aquí soy, you know what I mean? Because it's about being able to be yourself. At the end of the day, I know that you guys think that, oh, the guys with money, this and this and that. I don't think it's all there. Maybe my interests are different than a lot of women, especially in this town. You know, everybody, even I see younger girls like 22, 23, 25, and they only want to date guys that like have money and have their big old trucks and this and that. And it's sad because at the end of the day, I think that we should be with someone, that is trying to get established or established. Yes, you want somebody that has that motivation and drive, but I think it's all about treatment and the intentions that they have for you. You know, like if there's a good intention there y te tratan bien, stay there. I see a lot of women be with guys que les tienen sus casas, ranchos, esto y lo otro, y las golpean. They get cheated on and they're aware of it, and they stick through the marriage to keep the house, to stay in that house. Fuck that. Give me a fucking studio. I don't care. Treat me right. Donde se alarmamos. Y si se tumba todo, se puede volver a levantar. But a woman being in a man's life is also crucial, I think. I think men by themselves also, like, it's not going to be the same development as if you have the right woman by your side, like, pushing you and helping you thrive. That energy really helps a man.
Right.
So,
yeah, no, I understand that. But nowadays it's complicated to find... Mm-hmm. Si tienen eso, güey, tienen traumas. Y si no tienen traumas, tienen chamacos, güey. Y si no tienen chamacos, tienen un ex que no las deja en paz, güey. Y si no tienen un ex que no las deja en paz...
Que llega a las 12 de la noche. No digo, a las 3 de la mañana.
Tienen expectativas, unrealistic expectations. Yep. Y está cabrón encontrar a alguien que en verdad... quiera estar contigo en ese aspecto, you know? Porque desgraciadamente I think like a lot of social media kind of like divide mucho a las personas, you know? Because it's like I touched the subject a little bit ago. It's like it's hard to not compare yourself to fucking the models that you see, you know? And then you see all these fucking girls, you know, being flown somewhere or making their own money and, you know, with all these OnlyFans girls. Like now everybody has OnlyFans.
And it's sad. I've worked with these girls directly at a lingerie store. And I would see women in there with amazing bodies, like stunning, like modelos doesn't begin to describe them. They would walk in there crying, talking about that they're fat. And gorgeous, 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 gorgeous women. Mm-hmm. And I'm like, damn, like they deteriorate all of their like confidence. Right. And over what? Over that guy's opinion, that guy's opinion? No, don't let any fucking guy break that shit down. Like, you are worthy no matter what level you're at. And if you have to improve yourself, do what you got to do it. Sí, but do it.
Pero si están gordos, sí tienen que ir al gimnasio.
Ay, eso sí. Es que tuvieron muchas dates y las sacaron muchos.
No, but here's the thing though. Like once you work in that kind of environment or you do that for a living, it's like you're pretty much selling your body. So you always have to be looking fucking good, you know? Because if you don't, then who's going to pay for your pictures or who's going to pay for your videos if you look fucking fat? Even though you don't look fat, but the trauma behind always looking fucking good for the pictures or the videos or whatever, that can get you into a fucking rabbit hole of like, te agarras un poquito de piel and then you're already thinking that you're fat, but even though you're not, but that's your own fucking mentality.
And honestly, for women, maybe you guys perceive it that way, but it's not even about looking good for men. There's just so many other women out there that it's the fact that you got to keep up. It's not competing, it's keeping up.
But then that's your own trauma because you're traumatizing yourself.
It's not traumatizing, no.
Yes, it is.
In general.
Because you're competing with somebody else.
Like I just said, it's not competition. It's keeping up with yourself.
And what's keeping up?
To meet those standards.
And why are you trying to meet those standards? Because you're trying to keep up with them. You're trying to...
So basically speaking, you're in a competition with yourself, you know? But here's the thing. You're in a competition with yourself, but it's not about being in a competition with yourself. It's more about how you approach the situation. For example, like for me, I was fucking fat. I was fat as fuck, and I wanted.
¿Y quién te quiso así?
I was fucking 230 pounds, bro. Like I was myself. I love myself.
Get out of here! He's trying to post that. He's trying to make a clip out of that.
No. But here's the thing. But here's the thing. What I'm trying to say is more about like. I didn't see anybody as a competition. I see it more as like I'm competing with myself because I want to look good. But it's not about a competition. It's about discipline, right? If you're able to maintain your self-discipline and eat when you're not supposed to, or eat when you're supposed to, and drink when you're not supposed to, and you know, like do all the things that you need to when you're supposed to, that's discipline. And discipline goes a long way with everything. Now you're more comfortable to say no. You know, now you're more comfortable to say no when you're supposed to say no. Now you're not about pleasing everybody because you have the discipline to be like, you know what?
It's all a mindset.
Exactly.
It's all a mindset.
And then what you're describing right now is not a competition to keep up. It's just more about like the discipline that you're building in order for you to say no when you're supposed to say no. ¿De qué te sirve que te inviten a comer and you know that you're not supposed to eat that? Pero ahí vas.
¿Para qué me compras cóctel de camarón con pulpo, Tony?
But you can say no.
You could have ordered a salad.
Exactly. You can say no.
I will have what I want when I want, and nothing's going to stop me.
But that's not a competition, though. But it's not a competition. No. Because if it was, then who you're competing with? So it's not a competition. It's just more about the way that you approach the situation. You're talking about more like I get what I want when I want it. Okay, then that's a mindset. That's a mentality that you're putting in yourself. But technically speaking, you're not competing with anybody. You're yourself, right?
Yeah.
In the other hand, all these OnlyFans people or OnlyFans girls and then guys, I guess.
I'm gonna invite a few of my OnlyFans ladies so you can battle them out in person. Those people are competing with other people because it's like I look better than you. You buy my pictures. No. I have to look better than you so that people can buy my pictures instead of yours. So that is where it comes to. I'm gonna tell you a secret. They're making good money. When they're all making good money, they're all happy and they're all friendly.
But when they're not,
and when you're on that level of atmosphere, everybody's happy and friendly to each other. There's no negativity, I promise you.
Right.
But when they're not?
But
when they're beginning, who knows? But
exactly.
I've seen them, I've met them, and it's all friendly.
It's like us, right? It's like us. We don't have the best podcast yet.
Yes, we do.
But we want to get there.
We
right?
absolutely will.
And that's a competition. Like we're going to compete against other podcasts that may not be better production, but maybe their content it's a little bit better. Like, you know, it's just the mindset about like it's a competition, but I don't want to compete with you. I just want to be better. I just want to be better for the podcast, for our, you know, and then consistency and posting and recording and clipping and editing and doing all those things. It's just more about like competing with like not competing with other podcasts. It's more about like improving every day and consistency and showing up and doing what we say that we were going to do when we're supposed to do it. Because then, si no le tratas como un negocio, si no lo tratas como en verdad tú lo quieres ver, like any business, you know, like any business, if you don't treat it as a business, it's like, when are you gonna be able to monetize it? You know, we could have started this like literally, like I could have started this 3 years ago, because I had all the equipment, right? Pero no tenía la mentalidad. No tenía las ganas de echarlo a andar como lo estamos echando a andar ahorita. Yeah. No conocía a alguien que en verdad quisiera armar un podcast conmigo. No tenía yo la mentalidad o el conocimiento que tengo ahorita, you know? So por eso ahorita ya es más simple de juntarse todos nosotros juntos y empezarlo a echar a andar y con más ganas porque ya todos estamos en conjunto. It's like you said, you know? Like a man can only get to a point, but then when they have the right woman, like that's a boost, and then they can lift them up.
You know, no más a decir mujer, compa.
No, pero o sea, venimos a ese punto, ¿no? Ya cuando te juntas con un equipo y ya cuando obviamente conoces a gente que en verdad quiere lo mismo que tú, es más fácil llegarlo más lejos.
Teamwork makes the dream work.
Yeah, absolutely. Always. But yeah, so
Can we explain to everybody why we're wearing sunglasses today?
yeah, I don't know why are we? Why
Yo ando
All
crudo.
right, Tony.
Yo ando crudo.
Tony anda hangover.
Tony durmió mucho anoche, so amaneció un poquito crudo.
Todos traemos ojeras. Yo
So we decided to join him so he wouldn't be alone because we're a team.
yeah. This is gonna be a badass thumbnail. Before we shut down this episode, before we close down the episode, any final thoughts? We just kind of went off a script and we talked about a lot of random things. But before we shut down this episode, any last words? Any last thoughts? Anything or something that you want to say? Something that you want to say before we? No, nothing. Tony, anything you want to say?
Stay hydrated y ya no vuelvo a tomar, güey.
Güey.
Hasta next weekend.
¿Ya no vuelves a tomar?
Güey, ya no vuelvo a tomar.
Eso dices y luego se te pasa y luego ya 2-3 días después andamos igual.
Ando más pedo que ahora.
Bueno. A lo menos uno de nosotros 4 anda bien. Bueno, Miriam, any last words?
No.
No final thoughts, no nothing.
No.
You just want to leave it as what it is?
Yep. You need an intro.
Okay, perfect. All right, this was another episode of the 725 podcast. We'll see you on the next one.